What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 30 of the series where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible on my maxed Ultimate Ironman. Starting this one off on 736 total collections logged. If you guys remember from the last one, I green logged the Giants Foundry log, and then I moved into doing some rumors here in hopes of getting the pet. And at this point, I'm at 2,000 total. The drop rate on the pet is 1,000, so I am double over the drop rate here. So while I'm hunting for this pet, the only tasks that I can get are Herbie, Red Chins, Gray Chins, and 2 Kebbit tasks, so I am able to hunt for Quetzin here, the Chin pet, and also the Herbiboar pet. None of which I have yet. And from the last video, I gained 27 million total Hunter XP from those rumors. Normally, I'd reset the counter at the start of videos so you guys can see how much XP I've gained from it. I'm going to leave this up here since I'm still doing the same grind. I want to give you guys an overall idea once I get the pets, how much Hunter XP I gained. If you guys want to look over everything in my inventory, there is still a lot of chins and a lot of herbs. So yeah, I'm just going to continue doing these Hunter rumors here. Hopefully, I get the pet soon and I don't have to go 3 or 4 times over the drop rate for it. Also, if you guys are new here and you do end up enjoying this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a subscription on the channel. Well, first, rumor update, there is a 2,100 total, and also conveniently in the chat right there is my total herbivore count that I also forgot to mention. Almost 8,000 total there. Begin a decent amount of Herbie tasks, so I'm already about to hit 8,000 total now. Been a couple of hours since the last clip, but as you guys will see through the clan chat, there is another Hunter milestone, 55 million total XP, and I've almost gained a total of 30 million, as you guys can see from my counter since I started doing these rumors. Oh my gosh, let's go. I'm done. Yes, we got it, boys. Let's go. Terrible time for me to get this. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, so I shouldn't really be talking right now, but there it is. Like 2,110, I think, because I saw 41 to open. Now I can stop with this grind and just do Herbie. So open the remaining 41 total loot sacks that I had left, and sadly I didn't manage to spoon a second pet. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Quetzin here, though, and put it into my house. And as you guys will see in here, I'm up to a total of 19 pets now. So at this point, I'm not really going to worry about the Chin pet as much. I'll be going for that sometime in the future. But now that I have the Quetzin, I can put my focus fully back into Herbiboar, which was what I was doing originally before I had the side idea to go and try to get this pet at the same time. As you guys see in the chat there, though, I'm going to be starting out on 8,052 total Herbie so far. I am going to continue to do Hespori and my seaweed runs on top of that as well. Well, here we go again, per usual, me missing milestones. I was obviously meaning to record on 8,500, but I am up to 8,502 now. I did also want to get a general idea of how much Herbie I'm doing per hour. Probably end up doing about 50 or so with all of these seaweed runs I'm doing. And here comes Casey number 9,000. I also have another space in my inventory here. I started collecting the white berries that I'm going to need for all of the Cadentines I'm going to have. I was meaning to start collecting these a little bit earlier, but I already have 319, and I've only been doing it for like 4 hours or something, so it shouldn't be a problem for me to catch up to the amount of Cadentines I have. And there is another Hunter virtual total level of 114. Random jump, but I do every Quizmaster random that I get in hopes of getting that stale baguette still. And I got a medium clue, as you guys can see in chat from that. And like always with these medium clues, the loot is pretty bad. And 9,500 Herbie. His little Hespori PB there, 1 minute and 12 seconds, which honestly is pretty good for just using full void and a D-semi. Also up to 19 total now. It is that time once again for another Hunter XP milestone through the clan chat. There it is, 60 million Hunter XP, almost 35 million total gained on this grind so far. This is what the herb stacks are looking like right now. About half the white berries I need for the Cadentines I have so far. It's only been like 10 minutes since I got 60 million Hunter XP. But I was really close to this milestone as well. One that I didn't necessarily want to get, 10,000 total Herbie caught, which is a little bit over 1.5 times the drop rate on the pet. 20 total Hespori, get some Iasaur seeds from that, still no bucket sadly. 10,500 Herbie, and there is 11,000. Wow, this is by far the most insane drop I've ever seen. In the Ultimate Ironman clan chat, Chicha just got a Bloodhound at 57 caskets. I'm pretty sure there's like less than 10 Ultimate Ironman even in the game that have that pet. That is pretty crazy. Hunt XP still going crazy here, level 115 virtual total. Along with this kill milestone update, which you guys will see, 11,500. Some of you might have noticed from the last, I believe, like 2 clips, I don't have my gray chins on me anymore. I went and tabled those to my main, because I don't really have any use for them on this account. The red chins, though, I have a few ideas of what I could be able to use these for, so I am still holding on to them. But I'll go more into that once I finally manage to get this pet out of the way. Ooh, 65 million total Hunter XP. I'm also really close to being top page on Ultimate Ironman now for this. I think it's like 66.2 mil for top page. Oh my gosh. I just got Herbie Pet. Yes! 11,900 KC. Oh my god. There it is. Let's go. 11,963. Almost 2 times the drop rate on the pet. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I was really dreading that would go like 20, 30,000. Oh my gosh. Shout out to everybody over here as well. Per usual here, when I get a new pet, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up and put it into the house. And of course, this is, as you guys will see in here, going to be pet number 20 on the account. In total, almost 40 million Hunter XP gained from doing this and rumors. And my total XP is a little bit over 65 mil. No chin pet, as you guys know. I'm probably going to be saving that for when I do the Arma grind. An absolute ton of herbs from that, though, and all of these are going to be incredibly useful. I still need to collect a little bit of white berries to match the CAD count, but I am almost there. So, of course, I want to try to get all of these herbs off of me now and make them all into potions. The only problem I have with that is I still have these red chins, and I can't go and death pile with these. I can't go and use a death bank because I'll lose all of these. However, there is a method on Ultimate Ironman now where you can store whatever item you want on you. That is a primary hand, so I can actually store these in a certain location. In order to do that, though, I have to do the Perilous Moons quest. That is where the storage comes in. I also have to do Twilight's Promise. Before I can even do these quests, though, the method I'm going to be using to be able to keep my chins, this table here in Blast Furnace, if I put these on the table, no other player can see these, and they'll stay on the table for 10 minutes before they disappear. So what I can do is just put my chins on the table and then go and die and create my death bank, and then I can just head back over here and pick my chins up again. They are just going to have to chill in my inventory for now, but it is a nice little workaround to be able to hold on to them. As you all know, I am currently killing his Spory to try to get the bucket, so I can't use that as a death storage. The other one that I decided to use is actually Volcanic Mine. To use this bank, I believe it's like 250 total Numalite. I have 83,000, so it's not that big a deal, but okay, yeah, there it is. Fee to unlock 150 Numalite. So I'll just be using this while I'm going for the bucket and using my seeds up. I still have 35 of those left to do. I think I might take a little bit of a break from doing seaweed since I already have so many Spory. But yeah, from this point, I am going to go ahead and start doing those quests. Quick quest, Twilight's Promise done. Now I need to move on to doing Perilous Moons. And that is Perilous Moons completed as well. So now I'm going to head over to the Ice Boss and show you guys how I'm going to be storing my chins there. Just kidding, I had to go and loot the chest first, or it wouldn't let me go back to the boss, so there is some darts added to the collection log, which I am happy about. I'm happy it wasn't an actual item because I didn't really want to have to hang on to anything here. So that's just a random thing added to the collection log. Now I'm going to head over to the Ice Boss. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and then equip my Chinchampas, make sure I have my Auto Retaliate off. And now I'm just going to sit here and wait until it does the ice attack, and you'll see that the ice attack actually unequips the chins that I have on me. Okay, there's the ice attack, and you'll see right there that I don't have the chins equipped on me anymore. So now what I'm going to do is just straight up log out of the game. And when I log back in, I will be at the entrance here, and you will see that I do not have my chins on me. So those are stored there now. I can die anywhere else in the game, and those will still be saved there. All I have to do to get them back is simply walk into the room, and it'll re-equip them on me or put them in my inventory. So there's those stored. Now I get to move on to doing something that I'm not looking forward to, and that is making all of my potions from the herbs. Ooh, shout out to Arson and the clan chat for getting the Callisto pet on 612 RDO. Huge pet to get there on UIM, of course. Okay, when it comes to the herbs, there's no real one I can think of doing first. I'm just going to start with my Toadflax. I guess I'll just go through and do all the ones that I already have the supplies for and just do all the annoying ones last. Also, just completely forgot that the first thing I should probably do with these is go and turn all of them into unfinished pots. So I need to take all of them out and then die once again. Also can head over to this NPC first and use all of my nests on him, and for 247k, they are now all crushed. Now for the scary part here, let's see how much GP this costs me. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It was like, what, 2.8 mil, something like that? Oh, almost forgot I need to clean my toad flax and then make those unfinished as well. So, yeah, there's all of that done. Gonna be starting off with the Sarah brews here. Per usual, I went and reset my counter on the top as well, so you guys can see how much herb XP I've gained total across each update that I do. Not too many of these to make, should only take probably like 15 minutes to get through all of them. When I got myself a looting bag for this, there is all of the brews made, so 422 is going to be nice for me to start doing some PVM stuff. I'm obviously going to be hanging on to the crushed nests. These are like gold on an Ultimate Ironman, having 4,300 noted crushed nests. Normally this would be like 1,500 mole kills or so. Once I finish a pot, I'm just going to put them in the looting bag that I have on me. That way I don't need to go and reset my whole inventory every time I finish a potion. There is the super strengths completed, up to 3,092 of those. And there is the super defenses made. Herblore milestone update, level 102 and a bit over 1,000,000 XP gained so far. Okay, with the super attacks done now, I'm going to go ahead and put those into my looting bag. You guys can see all the pots I've made. So with those out of the way, all the other potions I have left now are ones that I need to go and collect secondaries for, except for the Torstals to make the super combats, but I'll be saving that till a little bit later on. First secondary I'm going to be going for here are the Snape Grass for my prayer potions. This one's pretty easy. I can just use my portal nexus to teleport to Waterbirth Island and then just run up and down the shore here collecting the 6 spawns of Snape Grass. If I remember correctly from the last time I did this, I can get, I think, 900 of these per hour. So even though it looks like it would be pretty slow, 900 per hour is a pretty decent amount. There is all of the Snape Grass. So all of the prayer potions are made now. I have 4,500 4 doses, so I'm up to a lot of those now. Now it is going to be on to the next secondary, which is going to be the red spider eggs. I'm going to be utilizing the fishmonger here in Relica to get the sardines I need, and then heading over to the Tower of Life. If you guys have never done this before, you use a red spider egg and a sardine to spawn a spidine, and these drop noted red spider eggs, which of course is really nice for Ultimate Ironman. Just like the Snape Grass, these are a pretty decent amount per hour. I think it's almost about the same, so like 900 to 1,000 per hour. 1,040 more super restores, and now it is time to move on to the second to last potion, which is by far the most annoying one. I have shown this method to you guys before. There's a few ways you can go about making super combats in an Ultimate Ironman. Personally, for me, this is the one I find the easiest. All this stuff in my inventory here, and basically what I'm going to be doing is filling my whole inventory with vials, and then I'm going to be dropping 5 vials at a time and using the 5 empty space to note the things that I need to make the super combat. So I'll drop 5 vials, a note 5 Torstals, drop 5 more vials, a note 5 super attacks, and so on. And then I can make 5 super combats per inventory. Once the inventory is made, I head over to the decanter, decant everything into 3 doses, and then back into 4 doses. And then I just repeat this process for probably like, I don't know, 250 or 300 of these per hour. It's really slow and it's really tedious to do. It's by far the most annoying potion to make on Ultimate. Okay, that took forever, but now I'm up to 2,200 super combats, which will last me a pretty long time. I also have a few leftover supers, which I'll just be keeping on me for when I get more Torstals in the future. The final potions I have to make are going to be the ranging potions. You guys will see I am in the Deep Wilderness here with 1,049 Larunes in my inventory. All the other times that I've done these, I've just gone to the Zamorak Temple north of Falador and telegrab the wines there. That is really slow. It's like 250 an hour doing it that way. And I have almost 2,000 I need to collect, so I don't really want to spend 8 hours sitting there doing that. Another method for this, which is the one I'm going to be doing now, I went in Death Piled, and there is a wine spawn in the wilderness that spawns, I think, every 3 seconds, and they're also noted. So that's another thing about the other Zamorak Temple. Those are not noted, so I have to go back and forth every time I get an inventory to make those potions. This makes it a lot easier. And also with this method, even with death piling everything, I'll be able to get over 500 of these per hour. Assuming I don't die here. Honestly, if I die once, I'm probably just going to have to deal with going and spending the 8 hours outside the wilderness. But yeah, it cuts my time in half doing this, so I'm definitely going to be risking it. I'm honestly pretty surprised I didn't see a single PKer the entire time I did this. Shout out to this guy. So I ended up doing about 400 wines total per death pile, which was per trip. Let me see if I can find the wines in here. So with that combined, there is the almost 2,000 wines that I need. Ended up taking me probably around 4 hours or so. So not too bad for 2,000 noted wines. And here it is, guys, all of the potions I have on my account right now. 2 million more herbiboar XP gained, putting me up to 18.6 mil, which is actually top 100 as well on UIM for herb XP, so that looks pretty cool in the high scores. But yeah, here's all my potions. These super restores are going to last me a very, very long time, especially since I don't really have many brews to use with them. The best pots here, of course, are going to be the super combats and the ranging potions. 2,200 4 doses each of these will last me a decent amount of time, and I also got some more prey potions back. I used a lot of these doing Scurrius, probably like 1,500 or so. So now with all of this done, the next thing I'm going to be doing is something I should have done a long time ago, and that is going for the quest cape. I'm currently on 159 out of 164 quests, so I have 5 more left to do. I'm going to start with the easy question here, which is this ribbiting tail one. All the other ones are going to take a decent amount of time to do. Was just getting myself ready to start this quest, and my Hespori popped up being done. So as you guys can see in the chat there, that is 25 total kills done now. Okay, first one completed, now only 4 left to go. The next one I'm going to be moving on to is Beneath Cursed Sands. And what's nice about finishing this is I'll finally be able to store the second dragon pickaxe that I've been holding on to. This boss was incredibly annoying. I ended up finishing it with 0 food left, but that is the first boss of the Beneath Cursed Sands quest dead. Well, per usual, like every quest boss I ever do, I seem to just never use the supplies I bring. I bought a whole inventory of food and I ended up using 3 of them, so yeah, that fight was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. But yeah, there we go. Beneath Cursed Sands completed. Next one up here I'm going to be doing is Secrets of the North. Okay, wow, this was a bit harder than I thought it was going to be. When it comes to all these quests and all these bosses, I've never done these before, so even if I run out of food on all of them, I'm definitely happy to be able to do all of them on the first try. Secrets of the North completed. I'm going to be saving Desert Treasure 2 for last. Get myself geared and go do a night at the theater. Took quite a bit to get all this set up ready for this, but this one we're going with. I've never done Theater of Blood before, but I am going to assume doing the entry mode. This might be a little bit overkill with all the Cerebrews and whatnot, but I just want to make sure I get it done on my first attempt so I don't have to waste time with it. There is the Maiden down, onto the next one. Boss number 2, there is the Bloat defeated, and there is the Nylos room done. Seg done, and Zarpus completed onto Verzik. Okay, this was very hard for me. I'm not going to lie, I got bounced probably like 10 times. I just could not get the mechanic down to try to avoid that. So once again, I finished yet another boss with absolutely no food left. 29 minutes total on that, which it's like 17 minutes, I think, for one of the combat achievements. I'm really far away from that. As for the loot here, some mahogany seeds. That's actually nice. I'm definitely going to go and plant those. But with Verzik defeated, that is going to be a night at the theater done. Only a single quest left to go, which is going to be Desert Treasure 2. I've heard a lot of people say this quest takes them all day to do. So doing it on an Ultimate Ironman, I can just imagine how long this is going to take. Also from doing that quest, I got 7 more combat tasks done, all from entry mode. I'm really close to getting the hard achievement diaries completed now. As you see, I just need 55 more points. When it comes to the rest of the entry mode tasks, a few of them you have to do with more than one person, so I wasn't able to actually do all of them. Just kidding, I can't actually start the quest yet because I need to do this mini quest here first. Well, that was fast. All I had to do was Barrows. I also get a lamp from this for 20,000 per experience, so that's cool. Really annoying doing these quests on Ultimate Ironman because pretty much every time I have another boss to do, I just need to go death pile and redo my entire inventory. This is the gear setup I'm going to be using for Vard, though. I'm hoping this is enough food. Wow, okay, that was close. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but no food left, 19 HP. We still take those, though. Well, there's that fight done as well. Apparently, you're supposed to do this one with range, but I just went for it with the same gear, and it seemed to work pretty well. The whole scar part of this quest, where you had to go through and burn the ships, not gonna lie, that was pretty annoying, but I have arrived at the place where I can fight the Leviathan. This is the setup I'm going with. Hopefully I don't die. Well, that was incredibly easy. I used like 3 food or something. Definitely a lot easier than Vardorvis, that's for sure. 2 more bosses left to go. Next up here is Duke. Let's see how this one goes. And there is Duke dead, I'm not gonna lie. I had to teleport out and make more shark because the first time I didn't fully understand the fight. Second time, though, was very, very easy. There is yet another one down. Bro, in my house. What is this? Time to go die to Whisper. Thankfully, Bloodbark armor was buffed recently, so I have that stored in my house. Hoping that will make this a bit easier. Oh my gosh, it's dead. I have 2 food left. Definitely the most annoying by far out of all 4 of them. I went and headed into the final boss fight, which has 4 different bosses. There is the assassin defeated, definitely the easiest one. And that is the second boss completed. Also, if you guys will see in my inventory, I just bought all of my Cerebrews. I did not want to have to go and do this twice. Third boss defeated. And finally, there is the final one. This one did a lot of damage to me, I'm not gonna lie. I went through like 3 brews on this fight. It might have taken me literally the entire day to finish this quest, but finally managed to get to the very end here, and after this conversation, it should be over. There it is, Desert Treasure 2 completed, and also with that, every single quest done, so I can go get my quest point cape now. That much closer now to getting rid of the Draymond staff. This is a pretty special moment for me. Out of all the time I've played this game, over all my accounts, I've never actually had a quest point cape. This is the first time I decided to go for it, simply because the Draymond staff on an Ultimate Ironman just takes up a slot, and if I'm able to complete the Lumbridge Elite Diary, I'll be able to get rid of that. And one of the elite tasks here, as you guys know, is to perform the skill cape emote in the wise old man's house. So let's go ahead and wear that. And for the first time ever for me on RuneScape, let's perform the quest cape emote. And when that's done in the chat, there it is, the elite task done for that. Also, before I forget, I wanted to head over to TOA, and you can store the dragon pickaxe right here in this little cavity. So now I have the dragon pickaxe and also a crystal pickaxe stored. Been carrying that one around for a while, so that's another slot to get rid of. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video here. A bunch of stuff done in this one. The very first thing I'm going to be doing in the next video is trying to get the whole Lumbridge Diary done, which means I'm going to have to head over to the Mage Training Arena to unlock Bones to Peaches, wherever that's at. There it is, cast Bones to Peaches. So that's going to be the first thing I'm doing next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Here's another look at my pet collection before I end it. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you hopefully again next Sunday with another video. I should be able to do enough to get that out. So I will see you guys then.